All right. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Legacy Mastermind 14-day goal setting masterclasses. It sounds a lot. So just for you to know, this is the first time I am organizing a program this long. When I got this idea of organizing a 14-day program, I was like, oh my goodness. Usually it's like 3 days and it's done, but a whole 14 days. I almost didn't want to do it. But by the time I considered the fact that this little sacrifice will be a blessing to so many people, I decided that it's worth it, even if it's just one person that gains the clarity in these 14 days in the different areas of their lives, then it is so worth it. So I'm happy that we are here today. I appreciate you all for being here. We already have over 90 people on call. Thank you for believing in this person that most of you don't even know. You're just meeting for the first time. Thank you for being here. So we will begin with our introduction. So my name is Ogo Obweli. A lot of people call me Coach Ogo. I am an author and I'm an inspirational author. I'm an inspirational writer, an inspirational speaker. I'm an inspirational coach. I'm very, very intentional using that word inspirational because that is the effects that I love to leave on people when I encounter people through my books, through my talks, through my coaching. I want people to live inspired. And I don't just inspire, I equip people. So it's one thing to be inspired. You just get on, you're inspired, you just run off. But I inspire you and I equip you to go and do what is needed to get the results. Because you can't be inspired and go off without results. But when you're equipped, you can actually put, some things to work and get the desired results. So I inspire and I equip people to just be the best versions of themselves. I am a strong advocate of spiritual and personal growth, knowing that spiritual growth is a foundation for anything. And then the personal growth gives you the wings to fly. So they go both together. You need the spiritual development and you need the personal development. So I'm a very, very strong advocate of both. But in this class, we are focusing on personal development. I'm going to start sharing my screen now. I have a slide that I put together so that you can get to know us. This is the Legacy Mastermind. It is an offshoot of Faith Things Resources. And I'm going to share my slides so that we can learn more. After the end of this, I will still share the slide and please, can you kindly mute? If you join, can you kindly mute? If you're just joining us and you missed the introduction, I am Ogo Obweli, and I'm going to be your anchor today. I'm just going to share my slides so we can begin. Okay. Please let us interact using the chat box. If you have questions along the line, just type it on the chat box and We'll get around to answer all the questions if we can within the time that we have, or we can carry on the conversation in the WhatsApp group. So I have my slide and I believe that we can see it. Kindly mute, please. Kindly mute, please. Okay,
so I think there's a function you can use to mute everybody. Just mute on entrance as they are coming in. They are muted.
Yeah, they are, but they find their way to unmute themselves.
Okay.
Actually, it's muted for everyone, but I don't know why people unmute themselves. Maybe accidentally. And okay. So let me go back to sharing my screen. So this is the Legacy Mastermind. And these are the founders of Faith Things Resources. This is IJ, Barrister IJ, and this is Coach Ogo. So nice things or fun things about us. We are sisters, we are friends, we are moms, we are prayer partners, we are purpose partners, and we're interested in one thing: empowering and transforming people. That is one thing that we're interested in: empowering and transforming people, spirit, soul, and body. So if you stay long with us, you'll really understand what we mean by this. So let us start with this question. What is your legacy? What is your legacy? Have you ever thought about that? What is your legacy? How many times have you really sat down to really think, oh, what is my legacy right now, and what legacy am I going to leave? How do people remember you right now? This is the question that you ask yourself. And how would you like to be remembered after you're gone? Because death is a part of life. Death is a part of life. So there's no need to be afraid of it. One day, all of us, we're going to die. How will people remember you?
We're supposed to stay with you. Yeah. So he's still going tomorrow.
Please, can you mute yourself? Somebody is talking and disturbing the entire class. Thank you. So let's take some time and listen to this while you're thinking about your legacy. Okay, we'll come back to it. But the essence of this video is it's an interview that Oprah had with someone, and she shared a story in this interview. She said a very good friend, Maya Angelou, when she finished building the leadership school in South Africa for girls, the leadership school for girls in South Africa, she said to her friend, this will be my legacy. Like, this is the biggest thing that I've done. It will be my legacy. And Maya Angelou turned to her and said, you have no idea. You have no idea what your legacy would be. And Maya said to her, your legacy is every life you touch. Every life you touch is your legacy. Can you even think about that for a moment? We have actually been creating legacies. We have actually been living legacies. How are you touching lives? Every life you touch is legacy. Most times we think it's that big thing that we do, that big house that we live for our children, that big organization or company, that big NGO, that big thing, but our legacy is every life you touch, starting from your family, your children, your neighbors, your community, your workplace, every life you touch, especially in a positive way, is your legacy. So now, with that, I would say that your legacy starts from the way you choose to live your life. You must define your legacy. You must live. This live is in two ways. Live present and live future. Live it on purpose. That is why we set goals. Someone sent me a message recently and said, how can you claim to be talking about legacy and you're teaching people goal setting? And I said, goal setting is really the foundation because it starts from having clarity, knowing what you want, creating a plan for it, following through. What is that if not goal setting? The way you live your life, you must define your legacy first. And then you live it presently before you can live it. And you do that on purpose. If you're getting something, just put whatever it is that is jumping out at you, just put it on the chat box as we go. This particular session is going to be really short because it's introductory. It's going to be very short. We just want to let you know what we're about so that you can prepare your mind for what is to come. So what is a mastermind group? Because this is Legacy Mastermind. What is a mastermind group? So a mastermind group is a small, carefully selected group of individuals who come together to support and encourage each other in achieving their personal and professional goals. Members of the mastermind typically shares ideas, knowledge, and experiences to help one another solve problems, set objectives, and hold each other accountable for taking action. The group serves as a source of inspiration, motivation, and feedback, and the collective wisdom of the members can often lead to innovative solutions and accelerated progress for each individual involved. That is a legacy, that is a mastermind, is a group of people coming together to support each other in their growth, different areas of their growth, personal growth, professional growth. They share ideas, they share knowledge, they interact. Now, the legacy mastermind, when you add legacy plus mastermind, it is an offshoot of Faithing's resources. It is for budding coaches, it's for mentors, budding mentors, authors, legacy thinking individual, people that are thinking about impact. It's not for everyone. It's for people that are thinking of impact. How am I going to make this world a better place? How will I make my community a better place? How will I leave this space better than I met it? Legacy thinking individuals who are passionate about making positive impacts in their world, coming together to motivate, inspire, and hold each other accountable to achieving their legacy dreams and goals. So it is part of Faithing's mandate of providing resources, platforms, accountability and systems for spiritual and personal development. So it's about working together with people of like mind, people that want the same thing as yourself, because your community actually determines your productivity. If you're a high productivity person, like you're an 8, and you join a group of people that are low productivity, 2 and 3, what happens? You come down to their level, you become their average. By the time you add your 8s to their 2 and 3s, they'll bring you down to 5. And this is the particular reason why people do not achieve things, because they place themselves in places that sabotage their dreams, sabotage their aspirations, and the things that they want to. If you want to achieve great things, find people that are achieving great things and join their bandwagon so you can inspire and encourage each other. That is what the Legacy Mastermind is about. So we started the Legacy Mastermind 2021. It was just we called it Growth Partners, and it was just for 1 month. So people will come together, they'll gain clarity on what they want to do, they will set goals, create action plans, and then they go off to execute within 3 weeks. And then we had it for a couple of months. We moved to 2022, and we realized that, when we come together, people are excited. When there's clarity, they're excited. They're excited to set goals. They're excited about the outcome, especially when we're together. But once our 3 week is over and you leave everyone to go out there and implement and execute, everybody just falls by the wayside. And all the, excitement and everything, enthusiasm just dies down. So we decided to start to make it an annual program so that we are not just creating these goals at the beginning of the year. We are going to hold each other accountable to follow through till the end of the year. So the same thing we did in 2023, and we just ended we had our farewell get together this evening before we started this call. And the next is going to be 2024, which we term our flight year, carried on the wings of grace and ease. So all the goals that we're going to be setting in the coming days, we are not just going to use our willpower to accomplish them. It's not going to be by fire, by force. It's not going to be by might. It's going to be on the wings of grace and ease, because we're going to be leveraging on community. We're going to be leveraging on the gifts of one another. So when you talk about flight, what do you think about? It's faster travel. You go faster. You can't compare flying and driving or walking or cycling. And when you talk about flight, you think about atmosphere. You think about, media, because media moves in the atmosphere. You don't see it, but that is where the waves are. And if you want to pass on your information as fast as possible, you go through the media, especially the airways, the radios, the TVs. So when we talk about flight here, these are the things that we're talking about. It's basically speed. It's basically acceleration in different areas of our lives. And it's going to be with ease and grace. Don't forget that. Ease and grace. So what are the components of a mastermind? It's a community of like-minded individuals passionate about making a difference in their world. So if you're on this call and you're not thinking about how to make a difference generally, then this call is really not for you. This call is for people that are legacy-minded. If you came in here without thinking that, we want to change your mind to start thinking about the big picture. Not just being, thinking about yourself and what you can get. How can you make this world a better place with what God has given you, the gifts that you have within you? Because we all do have gifts. So another component of the Legacy Mastermind is a place of insights, ideas, and concepts. From our weekly book reviews, we have book review sessions, we have books that we read monthly, and we come together to share. It's amazing what you get when you are sharing together with a group of people, especially what you get from a book. When you're reading it alone, there is just so much you can get. But by the time you hear the ideas and the inputs of other people, it widens your own understanding. So those are the things that you get. There is accountability when you know that other people are working then you too will be inspired and motivated to work. Then there is inspiration and motivation. You see everybody is sharing their goals and their, the things that they've done, how they are smashing their goals. Even if you were not doing anything, you would just sit up. And even if you didn't have anything planned, we have a lot of testimonials of people that just come in, oh, I don't even know, I just want to join this group. And they ended up authoring books. They ended up starting businesses. They ended up doing things that they didn't even think of doing because they were inspired and motivated by other people. So if you're here right now, you're not really sure what you want to do, you're still in the right place. Because at the end of this, you'll be inspired by other people. You just realize that, oh, I've really wanted to do this, but I didn't even know that it was possible or I could do it so easily. And just being in the midst of people that are doing it effortlessly, you just jump in. The same anointing will just be flowing. All right. So now we'll share reasons why you should be part of a mastermind group. Now, this particular thing I'm about to share is not, is not for the Legacy Mastermind alone. So you don't have to choose Legacy Mastermind, but this is the reason why you have to be part of a mastermind group or part of a community. The first one is support. Being part of a mastermind group provides the support system of like-minded individuals who can offer encouragement and hold you accountable for your goals and commitments. So if we have to be very, very honest with ourselves, if you look at the list of goals that you've had and the things that you were not able to accomplish, if you're honest with yourself to ask yourself, why did I not accomplish this goal? You realize that it's because you did not take action towards that goal. And one of the reasons why you didn't take actions towards that goal is you didn't have the accountability. You set the goals and you left it to yourself. You didn't tell anybody. You're not accountable to anybody. Therefore, you're not motivated to do it. But once you are accountable to someone, even if you don't want to disappoint yourself, you will not want to disappoint the person. Even if you want to disappoint yourself, you will not want to disappoint the other person. So you get up and do it. That is the great thing about accountability. And you get that support. Then there is access to diverse perspectives. Like I always say, two small heads are better. Please, can you mute your phone? Somebody's phone is on and it's disturbing the entire call, please. So, like I was saying, two small heads are better than one big head. There are some things that you would think through, some decisions that you just think through on yourself and you think this is perfect, this is the best decision. But just running it through somebody else or two people, and they bring the different perspectives, you start seeing things in different ways that you do not even imagine or you don't even consider at all, or you couldn't even think of because you don't have it in your subconscious. So you have access to that diverse perspectives. You can benefit from the collective wisdom and experience of group members, gaining fresh insights and perspectives that can help you overcome challenges and make better decisions. One of the reasons why this is a very extreme example, one of the reasons why people commit suicide is because they think that their case is the worst case and that they are all alone in this thing. If they were able to open their mouths to share with one or two, they would realize that everybody has stuff they're dealing with. It's not peculiar to you alone. It might not be the same thing, but everybody has stuff. So this gives you the opportunity to actually share and get other people's perspective. Sometimes it's not just about goal setting. It might just be a challenge you're facing and you share it and somebody will be like, oh, wow, I was there. I encountered that, a few months ago, a few years ago or something. I remember having a conversation with someone yesterday. Tomorrow, her marriage will be 1 year. And I was like, oh, how is married life? And she was like, oh, wonderful. And I told her my own marriage is going to be 18 years on the 17th. And she was like, wow. And then she shared one or two things with me. I was like, no, 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 no. This is really nothing. Like, by the time I finished, sharing a few things with her, she just knew that what she was going through or what she was encountering wasn't like a particular case. When two people from different backgrounds come together for the first time, there is always a clash because you didn't grow up in the same household, conflicting values. So you have to take that time to learn yourselves. So when you get the perspectives of other people, it makes your challenges, it reduces the impact of it on you. You know that, no, this one will pass. So we have that opportunity to build that community. Networking opportunities. So mastermind groups often consist of individuals from various backgrounds and industries, offering valuable networking opportunities that can lead to new connections and collaborations. I was also telling someone recently that from the networks and connections that I've made by joining different, some certain circles or communities, if I want to travel to different states or different places, different countries, like I have a landing spot just because I'm in this community and I've met amazing people and we connected. You can't live life alone. You cannot live life alone. I've never been to Abuja. If you're living in Abuja, shout out to you. I've never been to Abuja before. But in one of the communities that I joined, I met this amazing lady. I already have an invitation and a beautiful place to stay if I want to in Abuja, just by making the right connection in a group. So, and the same way, different places have invitations to visit different places. So we have personal and professional growth. Engaging with a mastermind group can foster personal growth to help you develop new skills and provide access to valuable resources and knowledge. So one of the things that we share resources a lot. The name of our daddy company is Faith Things Resources. We are into resources. Like I said, we don't just inspire, we don't just motivate, we equip. So we are going to be reading some books that will change your life. You know, a book can change somebody's life. If you've not been reading, you will not understand. And if you've been reading, you understand what I just said. One book can change your life. And we are exposing ourselves to these different books, these different resources that is able to move us from where we are to where we want to be. The difference between where we are and where we want to be is knowledge gap. Is like the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect says that it's something that happens. There's a cause for an effect. So if I eat a lot of sugar, that's the cause. The effect will be running stomach. I'll feel sick. So if you do what successful people do, know what successful people know first, and do what they do, you get the same outcome. Success leaves clues. Success is not a mystery. It's been demystified. So if you learn it and do it, you come out at the same outcome. So we expose our minds to these resources, these amazing resources, where we will learn strategies on how to move our lives forward. And then there is accountability and productivity. We've talked about accountability and productivity. You'll be able to produce more. There are people that have joined our, mastermind group. They didn't come with a particular, project, but they were inspired and they were able to do so much just being in that community. Accelerated learning, opportunity for collaboration, feedbacks and advice, increased confidence, goal setting and achievement. This slide I'm going to share on the group. So the reason why I shared all of these things is to say to you, don't do life alone in 2024. I am begging you. don't do life alone. If you did life alone in 2023, this 2023, just make an assessment and see, what did I achieve? What was I able to accomplish? What tangible thing? And this has nothing to do with your job. Well, I'm working, they're paying me salary. What did you achieve? What thing did you produce apart from the salary? Okay, they take this job away from you now. What are you about? What can you produce? The major cause of poverty is lack of self-production. We don't utilize the gifts. We don't utilize the abundance of talent that God deposited inside of us. So this is also about digging in and discovering those things and intentionally using them. I'm not going to share about my own story, of discovery. It's on YouTube. You can just watch how I went in, discovered these things, and intentionally started to use it. That is why you're here listening to me today, because I dared to do that. So I encourage all of us to not do life alone. If you identify that place that you want to go to, you want to travel to Abuja, and you get to the airport or you get to the park, you don't have any business going to the park where the cars are going to Enugu now. You identify Abuja Park, or you get to the airport, you identify the check-in point for Abuja flights. You go there now. Will you go to the place they are checking into people going to Asaba? So that is it. You need to, days, you gain clarity of where you're going and what you want, so that you can know exactly the places that you need to join, the groups or the networks that you need to join that will take you to the place that you want to go to. It's not by fire, by force. And it's not the one that you just carry your bag and walk. Imagine walking from Lagos to Abuja. That's what a lot of people are doing alone. You will never get there. And that's why people don't achieve things. They are doing it alone. They don't even know the road, and they don't want to go and ask the person that knows the road. No, I must do it up ahead. Let's even say that you're driving. You don't know the road to Abuja. You will still not get there. So don't do life alone. Find out exactly what you want. By the end of these 14 days, you have like a roadmap. Then find people that are going there and join them. Don't do life alone in 2024. I know how my life has moved and shifted just by intentionally building a community and placing myself in other communities that are going to places that I want to go to. So from tomorrow, we're going to begin our practical goal setting. I call it practical because you're going to be coming with your worksheets and your pen. So we are going to be writing in class. This is not the one that I'll do it later and you will not do. So just dedicate that 45 minutes to 1 hour. Come prepared. By the time you finish, each day you have your goal for this particular thing. And then you have action steps. At the end of these 14 days, you have like a roadmap that you can run with in 2024. Because most people are like, oh, I'll do it. And they don't really get to do it. And I see people, third month, they're still in March, they're still trying to set goal for the year. I remember when we entered this year, it was in February. And I was telling Pastor IJ, me and Pastor IJ, that's Barrister IJ, we're having a conversation. We're like, it feels like we've already done 6 months because we hit 2023 running from day one. By February, March, we had accomplished so much. We're like, this month is still in February and we've done so much. That's what happens when you have a goal and a plan and you actually, start working towards it. So if you will give this day's time, at the end of these 14 days, you're going to have a roadmap for home and family, relationship and love, health and wellness, personal awareness and development, school or work or business, whatever you're doing, or ministry, friendship and network, spirituality and energy, fun and rest, finance and wealth, and then your achievement, success, and legacy. A lot of people don't even know that some of these areas of their life exist. Someone asked me, so I'm supposed to set goals for fun and rest. I said, of course, you're supposed to have goals for fun and rest. And most of the people that I've coached in the past 1 month, you see that their spirituality and energy is high, but their friendship and network is low. Fun and rest, no fun and rest, no finance and wealth, no achievement, no legacy. Their health and physics. I'm telling you, we are not going to get, balance. Of course, we're not going for balance. They say work-life balance. We're not going for balance. We're going for harmony because we know that at some point there are some things that will have to take back seat for some other things to move forward. I remember when I was a full-time stay-home mom, all these things I'm doing, I wasn't doing it. So I couldn't have even done it with 5 babies. But now there is some kind of harmony, it's just to harmonize it. That is what you know, we are asking, what we are, trying to help us achieve so that we can actually pay attention to them. And if we don't pay attention, we will not do anything about it. And it just little things, just for fun and rest. You just decide, okay, every maybe Thursday or Friday, I'm going to take out time to just relax, maybe go out, just hang out with somebody that I want to hang out with, take myself out, just even if it's watch TV, at least take that time and relax, do something that you love for yourself. You need it to be able to function. The reason why some people are not even functioning well is because they don't take rest and they don't have fun. You see them, they're always angry. Nobody can stay around them. You need to chill. So come with your workbooks. So if you're in the group, if you're in the WhatsApp group, I just dropped the link for you to download the worksheet. So we have 2 options every day, because this is a free goal setting masterclass. Every day, a day before, we'll drop the worksheet for the next day. And we want you to print it out and get it ready for the next class. We just give you like a day to do that before. But if you feel like, oh, no, I don't want to be waiting. I don't want to wait for the whole 14 days to get the worksheet, because we'll be dropping each one. For tomorrow is going to be values. We're starting with our vision, mission, and we're starting with our vision. So that's what we're working with. If you don't want to wait every day and you say, oh, I want the entire workbook, let me just go and print it at once and know that I am done with this workbook thing, and I'll just bring my book to class. Then there is a link. You can just purchase the workbook for only 2,000 naira. You download the entire, it's like about 70 something pages, comprehensive, so that you can bring it to class. But if you feel like, oh, no, it's expensive, I don't spend that money, I'll wait, you get the worksheets for daily goal setting every day. So we've dropped the worksheet for tomorrow. Is on the WhatsApp group. Just go there, click on it. It's free, the worksheet. Click on it and download for tomorrow. So after tomorrow's class, we'll drop the next one for next tomorrow. But you still feel like, I want the whole workbook. It's actually a proper book created for you. You can pay the 2,000 and download the entire book, print it out, and just go off. So at the end of these 14 days, if you follow through, you will have a written plan for the 10 critical areas of your life. Even before then, you'll be able to clearly you're going to have your vision statement, you're going to have your mission statement, you have your purpose statement. You need to know where you're going first before you start setting goals. It's not just about climbing the ladder. Is the ladder on the right building? Or when you finish climbing, you just discover, oh, the ladder is on the wrong building. So that's why we are starting with vision, mission, and purpose. And then tomorrow is vision, mission, purpose. Next tomorrow, we are going to define our personal values. And then we're going to learn about those beliefs, personal beliefs, the ones that are limiting us, and how to change it to empowering beliefs. Because anybody can achieve greatness. We are all born for greatness. Why are some people not achieving greatness? There are some things there's some virus in their belief system that is making them not to be able to do that. So we're going to identify those belief systems, and we're going to help you, with strategies for you to change it so that you can know that I deserve to be on any table that I want to be on. You deserve it. So by the end of these 14 days, you have your written plan for the 10 critical areas of your life, but it will be your responsibility to go and implement your plan. If you do implement them, you'll be on your way to creating your own legacy. But if you don't, then we're back to square zero. Action is where the main work is. Just prepare your mind. Once you make up your mind, everything becomes easy. There are some things that you don't want to do. You think is a big thing. Oh, this is so big. Do you know that once you calm yourself down and make up your mind, I'll do this, it becomes easy. So make up your mind before this tomorrow that I will participate in these sessions. I will set these goals for me, for yourself. It's not for me, for yourself. So in summary, your legacy is every life you touch. And it starts from the way you choose to live your life. That is why we set goals, so that we can start setting up, the life that we want. What would your legacy be? That's a question that I want you to ponder over between now and tomorrow and write it. Don't just think, write. Think on paper. What would your legacy be? What would you leave? What would you be remembered for? No, we talked about mastermind, what a mastermind is and why you should belong. Don't do life alone. Please, even if you don't join Legacy Mastermind, don't do life alone in 2024. Find out people that are going to Abuja, if you're going to Abuja, and join them. Don't go and be looking for people going to Enugu. They will not lead you to Abuja. Find the people that know the road to where you're going. People that have gone there before several times, they know how to get there. Join them, please. Now, we talked about the 10 critical areas of life. We listed them. And then we have worksheets for them that will be shared daily, or you can buy the workbook so you can print it out at once. But at the end of it all, action is the cocoa. I wrote it that way. Action is the cocoa. If you don't take action, you can set all the goals you want, if you don't and make all the amazing strategic plans, if you don't take action, nothing will happen. That is where the work is. So make up your mind. I'm not just going to set goals and make plans. I'm going to act. I'm going to put myself in communities that will inspire and motivate me, and I'm going to put in the work required. That is why accountability is key. So we have the Legacy Mastermind is open now from today, and it closes on the 14th of September, as the 14th of December. As the program is ending, our group is closing because we don't need a lot of people. It's a mastermind. You're supposed to be few, not so much. So if you feel like this is what you want for accountability, for motivation, for consistency, then you take on a slot. The link is there. We're going to share it. The link is also in the group, is in the description, the information page, but we're going to share it again. Sign up. You can pay one time. There is opportunity to pay twice within a month. There's also opportunity to pay 3 times within 3 months. After the 14th, from the 15th, if you go to this link, you're going to only find, what we'll have there is the wait list for 2025, because it's not like a multitude thing. We are looking for intentional individuals that are legacy-minded, that need accountability, motivation, and the consistency they need in their life to execute their legacy projects. Even if you don't have a legacy project, we can talk about that if you're interested. So the link is here, and then I'm going to see you tomorrow. So, and finally, let's read this quote again, even write itself. Your legacy starts from the way you choose to live your life. You must define your legacy and then live and live it on purpose. That is why we set goals. And on this note,
Okay.
I
Okay.
end.
I wanted to add something before you could just briefly. It's not even going to be up 2 minutes.
All right,
Okay.
go ahead. So that is Barrister IJ, our
Sorry.
co-founder.
Yeah, so sorry I can't share my video today because where I am is not very conducive. But I just want to appreciate everyone that's joined, and thank you, God, for being so elaborate and all these things that was showing us and we're learning. When she was talking, she's talking about find what your legacy is and all that. Another thing that could be a motivation for you is you know stop thinking only about yourself, because every single one of us here, God placed us as a light to help other people. There are people that are depending on you. There are people that if you don't rise up and do what you're supposed to do, put that pressure on yourself, do that work, those people, they will perish in darkness. They will perish in darkness. Their life will not amount to anything. There are people that are around you in your community. That is why God put you in the community that He put you in. That's why He put you in your working in that establishment. That's why you're in that church. That's why there's a world that is around you. God placed you in that world. That's why you're from that family. So this is the reason why you have to do that job. It's not just about you now. God is going to bless you if you do if you take that step to do the work that you're supposed to do. For example, to come and maybe in the mornings and do the prayers, lead the prayers and all that. It's not an easy thing. Because, for example, now I live in the UK and we are 1 hour behind. So we're doing the prayers by 4 a.m. We do the prayers by 4 a.m. There's sometimes when the time changes, we're doing it by 4 a.m. That's 5 a.m. in Nigeria. That means I have to wake up before that time. And I work full time and I still come back and do all these things. Sometimes I'm so tired, I don't even want to, do anything about it. When I remember that it's not about you, it's not about you, it's not about how you feel, it's not about all the limitations you think you have. If you think about other people, you overcome all those limitations. Even though God that is there, that is talking, Coach, or God that is talking and that is speaking, it's because of you, it's because of me, it's because of so many of. That's why she's doing all these sacrifices so that she'll be able to bring this light. If we can do it, because if we can take that step and not just think about yourself, your limitations, or I don't know if I can do this, I don't know this, there's no, you can do it because God has put the power and ability in you. Just not to take too much of our time. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you so much, Barrister IJ. So, and this also leads me to the announcement. I just posted 2 announcements in the group. We are not ashamed to say that we are faith-based. What we do, we know that God is the foundation of everything. What kind of legacy would you have without God as your foundation? So we have this prayers, creation prayers in the mornings, and we want to encourage all of us to join. We've been having these prayers since August of 2017 every day. So basically, this is really the foundation for everything that we do. And this month, we've been instructed to just thank God for the entire 2023. So we are just thanking God. So while you're planning for the next year, come and join us. Let's thank God for this year. The way you exit a year will also determine the way you enter the next one. So as we are planning for next year, let us be thankful, and praise opens doors. So we have the link there in the group where you can join. It's on Mixlr. But if you want to get the manuals, the prayer manuals, and join the group, the link is also there. So I'm posting a couple of things. Just go to the comment section. The next link I'm posting now is for the WhatsApp group. Someone asked for it, the Legacy, the Goal Setting Masterclass group on WhatsApp. If you're not there, that's the second WhatsApp link. Just click on it to join the Legacy Mastermind group. So the prayers is on Mixlr 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. every day from the 1st to the 14th of December. So we pray early in the mornings and then we come back in the night to set our goals. And there are also replays. So if you're not able to join the live sessions, we have replays, but you can only get the replay link if you are in the WhatsApp group, or you can just click on the same Mixlr and go to the show reel. But it would be nice for you to be in the group so that you can get other information. So these are the couple of announcements that we have. I've talked about the workbook, and the link for the workbook is also there. You can go ahead and download for tomorrow, or you just download the entire workbook so that you can print it at once and be done with it. So all the links are there, and we're also going to share them on the WhatsApp group. And so those are the announcements. I hope you've been inspired, because that's my major aim, to inspire you, not just to inspire you, to act. And we're not just going to inspire you, we are also going to equip you. So I can take one question. I didn't see any question in the chat box, but if somebody wants to ask a question, I can just take one. Just use the hand raise option. I can just take one, and then we can end the call. Yeah, and the Legacy Mastermind. If you want to join the Legacy Mastermind, the link is in the description page in the group. So you click on it, learn more, and join. We begin in January of 2024. 1st of January, we take off. So in the absence of any question, we will end the call now. Thank you so much. We're just here. This is just 9 o'clock for exactly 1 hour. Thank you. The recordings, if you join the live sessions, it's free. But if you want the recordings, they are 5,000 a session. But if you're a member of the Legacy Mastermind, you get the recordings free. So that's why we encourage everybody to join the live sessions, because they are completely free. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow. Have the most amazing evening. Please download the workbook and get them ready for our practical goal setting session tomorrow. Bye, everyone.